What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and welcome to the Trevor Lawrence and Tua Tagovailoa Mechanics Breakdown. These are both Heisman frontrunners for 2019, and please leave in the comments, guys, who you think is going to win the Heisman this year. That would really mean a lot to me. Let's get started. So the first video is going to be Trevor Lawrence throwing in this pocket. He's going to be taking a shot on this throw, but I think he does a great job of working his mechanics. So as you can see here, what I like about this throw with Trevor is he's working his hands and getting his front foot down at the exact same time. So as you can see, he's working his hand technique, getting the ball back, and this front leg right here is getting down in the ground fast. Okay, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to generate some external rotation and some rotational force from our hips, because as you can see here, as he comes through on this throw, look at how fast this left hip is coming through here. I want you to watch this left hip and how fast his back hip is coming through. As you can see, there is a lot of rotation here. A lot of rotation from this back hip. His hips are coming through before his arm. We call that chasing the hip, guys. We call this chasing the hip. His arm's coming through after his hips. His shoulders are second. It goes hips, shoulders, arm. That's where we want to be. See how he's striking this ground with a bent knee? That's a power position. That's how we need to make this throw. Now, he does a great job of rotating through on this throw because he knows he's going to be taking a shot from this D lineman here, or at least have a guy in his face. So, as you can see, he does a great job of rotating all the way through this throw. You could see his shoulder right here, and that's where his front shoulder started in this throw. His front shoulder started here, and he rotates all the way through on this throw to get a nice spin on this ball, to be more accurate with this ball. He does a great job falling away, not taking a shot, and not getting himself killed. But the most important thing I want you guys to take away from this is how fast his hips are coming through on this throw, how much external rotation he has. That's why he is such a prolific passer. Okay, so this next throw we're going to get into is on the run. Now, as you can see, Trevor is squared up to this thing. This isn't a basic sprint out. He had to escape this pocket. He's getting out of this pocket. Now, his belly button is squared up to this target. Okay, that's where we want to be on the run, guys. But now the reason why this ball was such a dart and he was able to throw this thing into coverage is because of his shoulders. He got so much torque from his upper half. That's why he was able to get so much force on this ball. So as you can see here, look at his shoulders. His shoulders are completely turned and torqued. As this right leg's going in the ground, his shoulders are working. That's the proper mechanics we want on a sprint out, guys. Or not even on a sprint out, just anytime we're outside the pocket throwing on the run. Shoulders going back, front foot going forward, rotating through on this throw, creating a lot of rotational force. And that's exactly what he does. Look, as you can see, how fast his core, how fast his hips are coming through this throw. That's why he's able to deliver such a strike with his belly button at the target, creating force, threading the needle, this thing, right into coverage here. All right, so next throw, as you can see, safety's already highlighted for us here. So what this guy's going to be doing is you got two seams. You got four vert concept, I'm guessing. This guy's coming underneath. This guy's coming up over the top. Now, we're making this safety pick one. Now, I want you to see the eye discipline of Trevor Lawrence here. His eyes are straight down the middle of the field. That's where he's looking. He's making this safety pick one. We're making this safety wrong. He's either going to pick this underneath one or over the top. Now, as you can see with Trevor's feet, that's what I want you to focus on here. Look at his hitch in the pocket. Quick hitch. He's not taking this real powerful hitch where this back leg is coming almost close to this front leg and he's clicking his toes together. Speed will create power. He's throwing this thing 30, 40 yards down the field. Speed will create power, guys. Yes, it helps he's 6'6". I know you guys all make that excuse for him. But when he takes a quick hitch, gets that front foot in the ground like we were talking about, look how much torque he's able to generate from his hips, from his upper half, and the arm will just support it, as you can see. Arm just supports this. Quick hitch in the pocket, gets this left leg down in the ground, hip drive is coming through, and he delivers this thing with some touch because, as you can see here at this follow-through, it's up in the air. It's not his normal follow-through. Gives a little bit of a shoulder dip to get some power on this throw. The reason why it's able to get there is because you could see he keeps a slight bend in this left leg. But this quick hitch right here is what times him up with the throw. If he doesn't take a quick hitch, let's say he comes back and he takes this real long hitch, not this quick hitch. What's this safety going to do? This safety's going to be able to react. What he's going to do is he's going to turn out of this thing and run once he sees him take that long hitch and take forever in this pocket. A quick hitch is what helped Trevor Lawrence get this ball out of his hands fast. All right, so next video. So same deal. Trevor's on play action now. Trevor's going to be getting a lot of pressure from this guy. Now, if he takes a long hitch here and he doesn't anticipate this throw, he's going to get his head knocked off, just straight up, because he's a sitting duck back there in this pocket. Obviously a blown progression here. So you see, he anticipates this throw. Again, you see him take this quick hitch. Coming back in the pocket, Quick hitch right here. Quick hitch, both feet at the same time. Gets that left foot in the ground. Look at how much his hips are coming through. That's where we want to be with our hip drive. His shoulder, as you can see, the ball is traveling behind his hips. His hips are coming through first, chasing the hips, guys. If he takes a long hitch, he's getting sacked here. A lot of quarterbacks will wait on this throw. Now, you can see where the ball finished, opposite hash. When he threw this thing, his guy wasn't even at this first hash right here. And he threw this thing to the opposite hash. How did he get that ball there? Air, guys. Air is your best friend. Anytime you're throwing a deep post, anytime you're throwing anything deep down the field, air is going to be your best friend in anticipation, because a lot of quarterbacks will wait. They'll wait for him to get to that hash there. And you wait for him to get on this hash and you try to throw this thing on a line. What's this guy going to do? He's going to undercut it. You're 30 yards downfield. You don't have that arm strength. No, I don't think anybody does when it comes to a throw like this. So he gives him some air, lets him run it down. Anticipation. Throws this thing before his guy's even at that hash. Gives him a great amount of air, lets him go run it down, but it starts with his feet. If he doesn't have a quick hitch in the pocket, he's getting his helmet knocked off, might get knocked out of the game, because this is a free shot at this guy, obviously a blown protection. But with air, quick feet, and a good ball, he's able to get it there. All right, so now we're going to watch Tua, guys. This is a throw from Tua in practice. Now, one thing I want you to see, Tua's got these real strong legs here, but the reason why he's able to throw with so much power is, look, when he strikes this ground, he's got a slight bend to this right knee. Okay, what that allows him is to transfer the force he generated from his back leg and from his hips, because if this leg extends, all that force is shooting back up into his body, and he won't have a strong throw on this thing. And he's a rotational athlete. So as you can see here, everybody loves to talk about Tua's quick release, and they say love to talk about his arm, but really it's his hips. Look how much force he's creating from his hips. His hips are rotating through fast. He keeps a slight bend in his knee, and the arm just supports it. When your hip is going through and your right leg is in the ground fast, the release is going to be fast. My biggest problem when I played quarterback is I had a little bit of an overstride, and that's what caused my release to be a little bit longer. Tua's got a very short stride. He's got a lot of torque that he creates from his hips, and that's why his release is able to be so quick, because he's rotating through, and he's got great timing and sequencing with his motion, which allows him to deliver a strike there. Okay, so in this pocket, one thing I want all young quarterbacks to take away from this is his eyes never drop. He's going to be getting a lot of backside pressure, Tua is, but I want you to watch his eyes. Do his eyes ever drop and look at the pressure? No, he senses the pressure. He's got a sixth sense in the pocket. He gets out, and where are his eyes? His eyes are downfield the entire time, scanning this field, trying to find the open guy here. Now, what I want you to take away from this is his anticipation ability. His receiver's right here, and he ends up catching this ball right by this A in Alabama. That's anticipation, guys. He's not waiting for him to get to that spot like a lot of you would, because he knows he's going to take a shot from this lineman. This is a great throw. Now, also, look at Tua's shoulders in this situation. Completely torqued. His right shoulder's torqued. His belly button is going this way, because that's how it's going to be sometimes, guys. We're not always going to have time to square up and chatter our feet and run right at the target. His belly button is towards the corner of the end zone. He flips his shoulders, and now look at this follow-through here, guys. Just flicking this wrist. We're throwing darts. Anytime we're on the run, anytime it's a short throw like this, 15 yards, it's just a flick of the wrist and get some shoulder torque on it, and we're going to be accurate, and the ball's going to have enough pop for us. All right, so next throw. As you can see again, look at this. Tua's feeling this pressure right here. Look at his eyes. Downfield, scanning the field, trying to find the open guy downfield. He does never once look at this pressure. That's what a lot of young quarterbacks do, is they'll look at the pressure. We don't want to look at the pressure, guys. We want our eyes downfield the entire time working. Now, when he climbs up in this pocket, his base gets a little close together, but I want you to look at his feet. Both feet moving at the exact same time, which allows him to get this down. Now, as you can see here, his shoulders are on this 45-degree angle. That's what gets you the most power on your deep ball, is your shoulders being 45, if your lower half is clean. I don't want to say that's the only thing that goes into it. But his upper half is at a 45-degree angle, which gives him great arc on this throw. He's able to get it downfield. Now, as you can see, because he was moving both feet at the same time, he gets this right one down fast. That's what we want, guys. We want to be able to get this right foot down on the ground fast and generate some torque from our hips, because look at how his hips come through on this throw, guys. He's coming here. Look how much his hips are coming through before his arms are even through this throw. His hips are already squared up at this target. His arm's still in his backstroke. That's why he's got such a quick release. That's why he's got so much power on the ball. It's not just his arms. The common mistake, all the analysts on ESPN and whatever all think it's just, oh, he's got a quick release with his arm. They have no idea what goes into this with his hips, with his legs. That's why he has a quick release. That's why he has such a strong arm, and he's able to deliver a strike downfield. And again, it starts with his feet. Both feet moving at the same time in the pocket, gets that right one in the ground, generates some torque, Absolute dime. Hell of a catch. All right. So now Tua does a great job of tying his feet to his eyes on this. So look, he's dropping back in this pocket. Look, his eyes are here. Where are his feet? Here. He's selling this throw. He does his job. He gets this linebacker to bite. He gets this corner to look in the backfield. He did his job with this. Take pride in your fakes. Take pride in your progression, guys. All young quarterbacks can't. A lot of young quarterbacks will stay square and they'll just give a little glance. Now I want you to look at this pump fake here. It doesn't take much, just a step and a quick little turn with my upper half. A lot of quarterbacks will do this big, long thing when they pump fake. It doesn't take much to get this guy to bite. Does not take much at all. Just a quick little step, quick little pump, and that's going to get the receivers the separation they need, and it's going to get the defense to bite. Now, when he's in this pocket here, I want you to see one thing. When he moves in the pocket, both feet at the same time. He's moving in the pocket like an NFL quarterback. Young quarterbacks, high school quarterbacks will be here, and they'll kick step. They'll kick with the left or the right leg, and they'll leave their base split. Tua's base has never split, and look how quick he gets his ball out of his hands. Both feet at the same time, it's out. Look how fast the right one's in the ground. Look at his hips coming through. He's able to throw this thing right with this guy in his face. But also here, Tua gets some pressure. Where are his eyes? Downfield again. He ain't looking at all this. A lot of young quarterbacks panic back there. He ain't looking at all this. He keeps his eyes downfield. He's nice and relaxed, moves in the pocket, both feet at the same time. And he throws this thing with some great touch, anticipation, and get upfield, and they score. Again, guys, Tua and Trevor, two of the best guys in college football right now. I think they're both first-round picks. It's going to be interesting to see how they do this year. And again, please leave in the comments who you think is going to win the Heisman. That really mean a lot to me. And also, please subscribe to this channel. I really want to thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you guys next time.